All right, obviously, we're playing a very good Baltimore team this week. Historic rushing game. Their quarterback, Lamar, is playing at an MVP type level, counting for 40 touchdowns or so. Mark Ingram can run the ball very efficiently. They've got one of the better offensive lines in football. Defensively, they're playing together. They're playing fast and physical. They're a different team than when we played them the first time. They traded for Marcus Peters, of course. They've got some injured guys back that didn't play the last time we played them. So we've got our work cut out for us. They've got Pro Bowl specialists. Their kicker is one of the best in the league, and they do a great job on coverage units. Any questions?
I think everybody expected Lamar to kind of plane off at some point here, and he has not. What has been most impressive about his evolution and his development this year? I know you don't watch him every week, but you see.
Well, I think from what I've seen on tape and what I saw going into the first game, he's done a tremendous job of understanding coverages better. They've done a tremendous job with him, coaching him, understanding coverages, knowing where he wants to go with the ball. He's become very accurate. And then also, he can always tuck the ball down and run and make 30, 40 yards. So make no mistake about it, this is a quarterback, all right? Lamar Jackson is a quarterback, and he's looking to throw the ball, and he's been doing it very, very effectively.
Do you think he's the exception to the rule? I mean, I don't know where you stand on it, but a lot of coaches say you can't really improve accuracy.
I think I would say this about him. I know he's probably spent tremendous amounts of work over the summer to get the best he can get from himself, and I think that's a testament to Lamar.
How's their defense changed, especially adding Peters to the mix?
Well, I think it enables them to play a little more man coverage, pressure a little more, and they've had the unique ability to be playing in front. They've been up on people and be ahead, and it's a lot easier playing defense when you're ahead. So they really have done a good job of creating those opportunities for themselves.
When you talk about how much they've changed, is there a lot you can still take from that Week 4 matchup? Or?
Oh, I think so. I think, in the run game we did some good things. We know that we have to be able to run the ball, and we have to be able to run the ball when we want to run the ball. But that's the case with every team in the National Football League. And then we have to create explosive plays. That's how you win football games.
Freddie, do you look at that Game 4 against Baltimore as the best this team could be, or was that just a fluke?
If we play together, we play great complementary football, we execute, we're a very good football team. And when we don't, we're just like anybody else.
That win might be the best one in the NFL this year, especially in hindsight with the way that Baltimore has surged. Has it been frustrating that you guys have been so inconsistent in reaching that level, knowing that when you play at that level, you can probably beat anybody in the league?
There's when you don't have success, there's always frustration. And, of course, we've got a lot of competitors on this team. Frustration grows sometimes from the standpoint of what you could be, but you're not there due to lack of execution, due to whatever, whoever you want to blame. It doesn't matter. But the end result is the same. You're not where you're supposed to be, and you're not where you think you should be. So, of course, there's frustration.
Was it, in retrospect, was it too much to ask for that performance to be duplicated during the course of the year?
We try to go out every week and prepare and play our best. I expect our guys to do that this week, and we'll go put our best foot forward on Sunday and see where we're at. But we just want to compete one-on-one matchups, win more one-on-one matchups than we lose. And then we have a great chance of winning, execute, put our guys in good situations to execute, and then when they get the opportunities, we got to make plays.
On Monday, Kareem Hunt said that he didn't think some of his teammates were given the same 110% that he was. Would you agree with that? I know you said on Monday you didn't think guys were, had quit out there.
Well, whenever I talk to players that'll stay between us, like I've always said, but I think Kareem is a great competitor. I think Kareem puts everything out on the field. Every time he walks out on the field, practice, games, it doesn't matter. He loves the game of football, and I don't think there's anything wrong with challenging your teammates, you know. I think Kareem is I've said this before about Kareem and Nick. Those two are great competitors. They're always working hard. So I think that's where it is.
First game you had Myles Garrett, obviously. What's the challenge of, nobody could chase down Murray in Arizona. Just the challenges now facing Jackson without Myles Garrett.
Well, listen, just Lamar in itself is I mean, everybody knows he's a great player, but anytime you lose somebody of the stature of Myles, it definitely hurts, but there's no excuses going on here. We've got to play better up front. We've got to play better at the linebacker spot. We've got to play better at secondary. And we have opportunities to make tackles. We've got to make tackles. That's what defensive football is about. It's about being consistent on your gap control, and then when you have the opportunity to make tackles, you make them. And our guys are going to work hard this week to get to the point where we can do that again.
This Ravens offense and Lamar and what they do. But defensively, is it just as simple as they added a piece and that transformed them? Like what's made that Raven defense so tough to
Well,
play?
listen, they're consistently good on defense every year. They're, I think they're ranked 6th in defense this year, and their ability to make plays on the ball, convert on third downs for them is very tough, physical. They're going to get you in situations where you're behind the chains or try to, and you've got to convert. And you got to stay on the field, and they want to get off the field, and they've done a good job of that. I think adding pieces just made them better, They were good when we played them last time too.
All right, you guys intercepted Jackson twice in that game. It's the first time he had thrown an interception at that point. When you review subsequent games of them, are you surprised? Is there any similarity in the way teams defended him? Did anyone copy what you guys did that day?
It all depends on their individual scheme when they're preparing for them. Probably try to correlate certain things, but at the end of the day, our guys made plays. You just mentioned 2 interceptions, and our guys made the plays to win the game. And you win in the National Football League by being plus and takeaway giveaway, and then executing. And our guys did a great job of executing that day, offensively, defensively, special teams. And that's what it takes to win on a consistent basis. You have to execute. And our guys did that day. But with every team, it's about winning the turnover battle. You can't lose the turnover battle and win too many games in the National Football League. They've lost 2 games. They lost the turnover battle in one of them that they lost, and the other one they won in overtime. And, so to me it's pretty simple. You take care of the football, you make plays, and you put yourself in a position to win the game.
With Baker Mayfield, do you feel like Baker Mayfield did everything he could possibly do in the offseason to improve, and what would you like to see him do going forward?
I think Baker's focused on this week where I want us focused doing. I don't want him worried about the offseason. We've got 2 games left, and we still got a lot to play for. So I want him focused on this week.
I mean, is he close to being able to go this week?
I think he's close. I don't know if he'll get there or not. We'll see at the end of the week.
How about Kendall Lamb? Did he have a set? Was it the same knee problem?
No, it's not the same, but he had I don't know if I want to comment on specific what he had, but he won't be practicing today.
One other fact.
JC probably will not practice today too, if you guys want to know that.
One other factor in that game, I know I'm belaboring that, but Brandon Williams was a late scratch for him in that game, and Chubb ran like crazy. Do you see a healthy Brandon Williams affecting your running game this time?
He's a very, very good player. They've got good players all over the field on defense, offense. I mean, they had, 12 Pro Bowlers or something. So they've got good players. Brandon Williams is one of those good players. So, of course, we've got to account for him.
Knowing Jarvis Landry the way that you do you find it hard to believe that he would say anything to the Cardinals about come get me?
I mean, I can only go off of what I'm shown, and what they communicate to me, and I haven't seen anything in that nature. I mean, I know the speculation. I don't know where it started, but I got the report. I haven't seen that, so I wouldn't even care to. I mean, that's like commenting on speculation, so it really does no one any good.
You know, in the role of captain, how do you think he's handled the leadership aspect with, a lot of big personalities, a tough season, a lot of disappointment? How do you think he's handled that?
I think Baker's done a fine job with leadership, and sometimes the captain part of it is a result of the leadership. It's not the leadership that makes you a captain, if you know what I'm saying. So you demonstrate the leadership, you get the captain. All right. Just because you're a captain doesn't mean you're a leader. And I think Baker has shown since he's been here, he's been a leader. The definition of a leader is to get people to come with you. All right. Do the things and pay the prices necessary to win. And I think Baker does a good job of that, of making sure everybody understands that he's here for the team. And so.
Pro Bowl recognition that some of your guys got?
Well, I think it's very well deserved. Jarvis has had an excellent year. His yards per catch is, almost 14. That's tremendous, probably the highest of his career. He's done a great job in the run game, continues to be an asset in the pass game, third down, all areas of the pass game. He's done a great job. It's great to see him get recognized. Nick Chubb, one of the hardest workers we have, and his success is shown on the field every week. And it feels great for the guys to get recognized for their accomplishments.